well. I be jolly. Bill Maher meets with President Trump at the White House. Does a snake sneeze? Does that snake sneeze? That snake has allergies. And maybe you can suck peanut butter through a straw. And he says he's wearing a suit. He's not going to dress like the Ukrainian president. He's going to actually have some respect. Oh, and Democrats are stuck in a ditch and they keep digging the hole even deeper. They're losing it right now. Yeah, let's jump into this, family.
Kid Rock was here a couple of weeks ago and he said, I want you to meet Trump. He said, I'm going to take you to the White House. So now we're going to do that.
I think that's a good
there will be
conversation.
lots of people on the left who will be like, how dare you talk to this man? It's like, fuck you. You know, I'm not playing this game that you mean girls play.
Yes.
Where like, oh, you know what? You can't sit at my lunch table because I'm just not talking to you. Not talking to you, you lost the election. Who the fuck do you think you have to talk to? It's one thing if you win it. It's another thing if you lose it.
You got to start talking to people.
Have to talk to. And I see Gavin Newsom is doing this now. He's changed his tune. He's got a podcast, and the first guest was Charlie Kirk.
I thought that was,
I
thought that was brilliant.
He mentioned me. He said, like,
new scum.
I'm noticing what Bill does, talks to both sides, like is left-leaning, but not afraid to criticize the people on his team. Like, we got to get more of this going.
This
has to become the center. This has to become a real center. Right now, it's like it's a few lonely islands that need to like become a bigger fucking sandbar.
Yeah. No, for real. You're right. Like, it needs to be normalized.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
And Bill Maher is not listening to critics who are upset over his plans to visit President Trump at the White House.
I'm not playing this game that you mean girls play.
Yes.
Where like, oh, you know what? You can't sit at my lunch table because I'm just not talking to you. And you also have to respect that, the guy did win. It's more than half the country or whatever. I mean, I keep saying it. I'm not going to hate. You can not like Trump. You can hate him. You can't hate everybody who vote for him.
Yes.
I don't hate half the country, and I don't want to hate half the country.
Yeah.
It's just not where my mind ever wants to go for my own mental health.
Yeah.
Is all this hate.
Yeah.
So yes, I will talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And it's an honor to be invited to the White House under any circumstances.
Absolutely.
Perfectly reasonable as that. The comedian also joked that he will not dress like Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. He wants to dress for success, guys.
Okay. They screaming in the background on the set. But we agree, man. Oh, in his costume. Disrespectful, ungrateful. Like a little boy. A kid. That's who Democrats clap for. That's where they want your money to go to. They want the war. Democrats. They against the working people, the hard-working patriots. Vote against the people. Against the women's rights scam talking points. Can't stand up and clap for grieving families, kid with cancer, but they'll clap for Ukraine, for your money to go to the war. Oh, they'll clap. That's what they'll clap for. And they wonder why the hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper. They're stuck in a ditch. Keep sending people out there and they're like the Jasmine Crockett's and the AOCs. You're not gonna ever win an election again. Keep doing what y'all doing is what I say. All-time low approval rating, and it's getting lower by the minute. Keep doing what y'all doing. A new sheriff is in town, and he came in there for a check and got a reality check. By the biological father and the stepdaddy was right there, and they pulled out that belt and wham, hit him across the neck, hit him across the head. You got to pull that belt out. Yeah, you got to pull that belt out. That's how we did it. How we was raised. Yeah, we knew what common sense was, right from wrong. Yeah, we got hit with that belt, a switch, a stick on the tree, an extension cord, a wooden paddle, sometimes a pan. First thing mom or daddy saw. Wow. That's this new Trump administration. Let me stop, y'all. They say, "Sir, are you inciting violence?" Sir, are you inciting violence? No. Y'all don't beat your kids. No, I didn't say that. No, you better not be snitching on me now. You better not be snitching on me. Let me find out y'all snitching.
Yeah, just suit and tie.
They asked, what are you going to wear? He's like, I'm not going to dress like Zelensky. Obviously, that was an issue.
Yeah.
But I think it's great that Kid Rock's doing this.
I
Absolutely.
I Kid Rock connected them.
Dress code. I like that one.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock is brokering a peace summit, essentially.
Right. And if he has some time, if he could do something with Russia and Ukraine, I like Kid Rock on that one too.
I like it.
I just think it's incredible that the country is so divided that this is news. That someone from the other side goes to the White House to meet with the president. That we're so pulled apart.
So divided.
That him going to the White House just to meet the commander-in-chief becomes a news story. And it's only because we're so divided right now.
Yeah, but think about during the Biden years, when was the last time Joe Biden or his team invited somebody who was, from the other silo, so to speak.
But I would think of an example.
Don't you think it makes Bill Maher?
That's great. When do somebody from the right did Biden invite to the White House? You know, but hey, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Yeah, he was on vacation. He was asleep. Yeah, they know where the president was. They tried to get him into a meeting. They couldn't get him into a meeting. They know where he was. You know, they were lucky we saw Jill walking down the hall. Laptop out in the middle of the street. They got a gun sitting on the counter, one in the chamber, 2 crack pipes, a pair of drawers, and an apple on the dresser. Yeah, and an auto pen. Didn't know what the hell he signed. Who the hell was running the country? We didn't know. It's people. They say the people around them. The people. The whistleblower didn't blew the whistle. Yeah, buddy. What a disgrace.
Or better host. So for now, he goes to do a show every Friday, right? So now he can say there's 4 things going on. If he has a direct communication, which he probably end that meeting if no fireworks happen, he go, hey, could you give me clarification on this? And he can give jokes in that monologue. Yeah. So this has some balance because he invites mostly left-leaning people on his show.
It's amazing the people who paid attention to the election results, like Bill Maher did, Fareed Zakaria. Some of the people woke up and said something happened here, and I'm out of touch. But then he's still.
Yeah. What do y'all think of this though, man? Comment. I can't wait to read the comment section down below. What do you think about this? You know, I think it's me personally. I'm gonna just say it, man. I think it's amazing. But again, we know about Trump doing this stuff, man. You know, again, it is crazy that we were so divided that this is one of the biggest things in the media right now. One of the biggest things trending. You know, somebody with Trump derangement syndrome is headed to the White House. But this is great for President Trump, man, in my opinion. Some people might think otherwise, you know, due to the comments and things that Bill Maher has said in the past. Some people, like we're looking on X, a lot of patriots feel it's a great for this to happen. Some say maybe not, you know. Some think that Bill Maher doesn't need any attention at all, that we, you know. And due to some of the things he said in the past, you know, on President Trump, and, you know, he said things about the assassination attempt. And rest in peace to Corey. I send my love and condolences out. We have patrons who are part of this family on this channel that have shared their testimony. People that were literally missed by the bullets, that were literally in the same area that the bullets rang off, you know, have shared their testimony. But I want to send a huge, you know, my love and condolences out to the Carpenter family. And rest in peace to Corey, man. Y'all know how I feel about the assassination attempt. But this is what Bill Maher had said on Trump.
One of my favorite days of 2024.
The Trump assassination attempt.
It would be different if he got killed. He didn't. There's no tragedy happened. Well, for one guy. And that I said that on stage that night also, that a guy shoots at Trump, the guy behind him gets shot and killed. That's so Trump. It's just it's so on brand to have the other guy, he never goes to jail. He never, loses money in bankruptcy. It's always somebody else holding the bullet or the bag. But I said that, but I love that day because I remember it was Saturday, flew to Minneapolis. I had a show that night. As soon as the car pulled up to the hotel, before we got the bags out of the back, the guy from the hotel came up and said, Trump's been shot.
Yeah, but again, how do y'all feel about this, man? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are new to the channel, new to this video, join the family. Subscribe, hit that like button, and follow your boy on X. We are following Common Sense Patriots back that are joining the family, that are part of the family. Don't give a damn what you look like, what your skin color is, what your age is, if you got a missing tooth, if you got a freckle over here, if one of your eyes is leaning this way, if you cockeyed it, if you, I don't care. We got love for everybody. Simple as that, man. One love to the human race. And that is our message. That is the motto on this channel. And we are rooting for President Trump, Trump administration, Elon Musk, Doge, all of them. And we said our prayers to this administration, man. America first. The people spoke loud and clear. But this is the reason why Bill Maher is visiting the White House. Y'all give it up for the one and only Kid Rock.
I'm actually going to try to unite this country, and I'm starting at the end of the month. I'm taking Bill Maher to the White House for dinner. This guy who's done nothing but talk smack about the president since day one. But he's a comedian too. Yeah. And, I can have conversations with him, if you don't get into Trump, because I'm like, I freaking love him. Yeah. He's like, I don't. I'm like, let's talk about other things. We can find common ground. He's actually, more reasonable than a lot of people on the right would think. I think especially the last maybe 4 years or whatever. So I said to him, I was doing his podcast, and I said, if I could hook you guys up, this, that, and the other. And trust me, there's a lot more people deserving at that table, for dinner. So it's a big deal to me to, bring him there and even have the president be like, yeah, do it. Let's do it. I go, man, what would it say to this country? Let's start at the top where you very public figures, him, television comedian, you president of the free world. We could just break bread, have some laughs, take a picture and be like, hey, we don't agree on everything, but we got along. Does that start to send a message to people, or do they just think I'm an idiot? Yeah. Does Bill Maher look soft for going? Does Trump look weak? I'm like, man, I think we just got to start somewhere like there and be like, look, man, we just had dinner. We had some laughs, we had fun. Like, maybe call that family member that you got into it over politics, or that person, at the school that, you don't like to talk to anymore, that you used to have a coffee with in the morning. Maybe just get back with them and be like, look, man, it's okay. Everybody calm down a little bit.
Wow. That just hit me, man. Y'all know, and I'll probably hit a lot of you guys too. We've all been dragged through the mud. We're not invited anymore. We've been blocked, unfollowed. Family members, the bloodline, childhood friends that don't want to talk to you anymore. Politics is a dirty game, a dirty business, man. It has ruined relationships, friendships. It has, ruined a lot of things for people, man. And that's just the way of politics, But we're so divided in this country, man. And I always preach this message of coming together, loving one another, man. One love to the human race. I hate, these race baiters, and that's what the Democrat Party is now. It's about feelings, the race baiting, race hustling, They send this lady out to touch people with their feelings, all this ratchet ghetto crap. It's disgusting, man. What the women spew on the spew, not the view, the spew. People that sit up and listen to those women with their hate, it's just hatred, feelings. Deranged. It's a mental illness, man. Fake news. They don't ever want to report or talk about what's really happening or anything good. It's just Trump, orange man, bad man. Now they have Musk derangement syndrome. They drag Elon Musk through the mud, and then it all trickles back down to the richest guys are the bad guys. Rich guys are the bad guys. But I feel like this is great for President Trump, man. Please leave the comment down below. And I feel like they're going to kick it off. I really do. I think Bill Maher and President Trump are going to kick it off and have a great time, man. That's what I'm predicting, you know.
Play.
Yes.
Where like Kid Rock was here a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I want you to meet Trump. He said, I'm going to take you to the White House. So now we're going to do that.
I think that's
and like
a good
there will be
conversation.
lots of people on the left who will be like, how dare you talk to this man? It's like, fuck you. You know, I'm not playing this game.
Yeah, we know people like the shows on the spew, all these CNN, they're going to like, you know, they're going to throw their little narrative and their hatred and negativity, you know. And that's what it is, man. But it says it's an honor. And says he's not going to dress like the Ukrainian President Zelensky when he meets the President of the United States at the White House. Yeah. And is brushing off any criticism for taking the meeting. Yes, indeed, man. You cannot like Trump, but you can hate him. But you can't hate everybody who voted for him. I don't hate half of the country. I don't want to hate half of the country. It's an honor to be invited to the White House under any circumstance. Yes, indeed, y'all. But it just gets worse for Democrats. They are losing it, you know. And here it is, man. They cheered against an American company. They refused to celebrate the rescue of American astronauts. They can't even stand for a childhood cancer survivor. And their message has moved from anti-Trump, it's anti-American. Trump's a bad man. That's the only thing coming out of Democrats' mouth. Bad man, bad man, bad man. Orange man.
Axios reported yesterday that Democrats are, quote, in their deepest hole in nearly 50 years. This is not a mystery. Everyone understands.
Doesn't surprise. I know it doesn't surprise any of you guys. Now, we've been reporting on this every single day. You know, it gets worse and worse and worse. Just keep sending that lady out there. She's the Democrat Party leader right now. Jasmine Crockett's, the AOCs. You know, they ought to be expelled, removed from Congress. They ought to be investigated. Just saying. You know, inciting violence, you know, fear mongering. They don't want to talk about what's actually happening. And they want to touch people through their feelings. It's all about feelings. You know, that's the party right now. Feelings.
Understands what's happening and why. In their haste to oppose President Trump in our efforts to make government more efficient, Democrats are cutting off their noses to spite their own face. Look, I've made a list of this. They're cheering the decline of an American company which employs over 100,000 workers. They refuse to celebrate the return of stranded American astronauts because SpaceX facilitated their return. Without a hint of irony, they're trading in their electric vehicles for SUVs, as was noted earlier. All right, they publicly refuse to stand for a childhood cancer survivor, victims of violent crimes during President Trump's joint address. Their message has gone from, it's more than just anti-Trump now, it's anti-American.
Yeah. Here's their leader.
Horse manure. Well, that sounds like fun.
Wait, Congresswoman Crockett.
But it sounds.
Congresswoman Crockett, you were recently on a Tesla takedown call calling for violence on the 29th.
Here, right?
Would you like to clarify your comments?
As you can see.
Congresswoman, will you condone violence at the
Yeah, that's yeah. Like looks like some charges should be did they file did we file some charges? Hey, what's going on there? You know, not looking too good for that lady there, man. And you know, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, just responded after again she broke the news today with, you know, saying Governor Hot Wheels. What do you have to say?
You had an accident at 26 and you were jogging and you had a very severe injury. And yes, you are in a wheelchair. And I've gotten to know you. You're a personal friend of mine. I take it personally when friends of mine are attacked viciously for no reason. And there's no way in hell that this woman and her ex-post is going to convince me she meant anything other than what we all believe it to be. Your reaction?
Well, Sean, it's is another day and another disaster by the Democrats. The reality is they have no vision, no policy. They have nothing to sell but hate. And Americans are not buying it. It's one reason why Texas is going to remain red and why Republicans are going to continue to win elections across the country. The fact, Sean, is that Texas is actually in direct contrast to what she was talking about. Texas has ranked number 1 for the most new jobs in America over the past month, number 1 for the most new jobs over the past year and for several years. Texas ranks number 1 for the most new economic development projects for 13 years in a row. CEOs who run businesses have ranked Texas the best state for doing business for 20 years in a row. And Texas is in the vanguard as it concerns the future of the United States, such as space exploration, such as artificial intelligence, such as semiconductors, as well as power generation. The bottom line is that Republican states like Texas are leading the way, and with comments like this by Democrats, we will just leave them in the dust in future elections.
Great response. Love it, man. You know, and y'all know I'm born and raised Houston, Texas. You know, born and raised, man. That's where I reside. Houston, Texas, man. But not looking good for Democrats, man. But I would love to hear from you guys how you feel about Bill Maher meeting President Trump at the White House. You know, and I feel like, again, this is going to be a great thing that they're going to have. It's going to be a great turnout, man. You know, and we should always wish for the best in these type of situations, man. You know, but we are so divided, man. So divided. You know, that this is one of the big things that's happening right now. But again, looks great on this side, you know, as it always does. You know, we invite a person with Trump derangement syndrome to the White House, a leftist, you know, with open arms, you know, hugs and kisses, huh? And once again, I bet you we'll watch how they report on this, especially the fake news and these Democrats and what they have to say. Just watch what comes out their mouth. You know, they hate stuff like this, man. It's sad. It's pathetic. But they said this didn't age well. Not only has nobody gone after him, Bill Maher is going to visit the White House. And didn't this guy's movie just do terrible numbers as well? His box office, his newest film, just bombed. Now, is it after this guy had that temper tantrum outside of New York at the courthouse? It's gotten even worse for him, man. He's lost even more fans than ever. You know, it's been bad for this fella. We actually got a video coming on this fella very, very soon, man. You do not want to miss it, man.
Nothing at all. Nothing redeemable in him. And we have to, and whoever the people are who want to vote for him, and there look like intelligent people around there. Somebody, for some reason, it can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. They'll be.
Bill Maher still is on the show. Yeah, this didn't age well, huh?
Things that happen that none of us could imagine. That's what happens in that kind of a dictatorship, which is what he says. Let's believe him. Take him at his word.
I did from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I said from the very beginning, this guy is never going to concede power, and he still hasn't.
No.
He still hasn't. He still admitted he lost the last election, and he advertises that he will go on. He says he's been cheated out of one term, so maybe we should get rid of a president only gets 2 terms thing.
Yeah. Didn't age well, huh? You know, fear mongering. You know, woke. Radical wokey. Yeah. Oh, Robert. That didn't age well, sir. No. Well, can't wait for this, man. Bill Maher meeting President Trump at the White House. There it is, you guys. And again, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Join the family. Hit that like button if you haven't already before you get out of here. And follow your boy on Twitter or X. I am following everybody back, man. We finally got to the 1,000 point mark. We follow 1,000 Patriots back, man. We are following everybody back. So make sure you follow my X account. And hey, I love you guys. God bless you all and your family. And I will catch you all in the next one, man. Peace and love, you guys.